Hi everyone, this will be a quick video update on my reading journal plus a quick review of this Bibliophilia sticker book that I got as a Christmas present. And I know that I've already done the review of me setting up the reading journal, but something terrible happened, which is I got some water over it, and it was while I was filling out some of the initial spreads, some of the first pages, and then it was just impossible to save. So I had to take them out and redo some of the spreads. But at the same time, I did something probably not very smart, but I decided to take all of them out because I got so inspired by this sticker book that I got for Christmas and just redo some of the spreads. So the structure is exactly the same, but apart from redoing those spreads that were actually damaged, like these ones, I also changed entirely this spread. As you can see, there is some of the leftover of the previous stickers. Probably it wasn't a very smart decision, but just wanted to do a quick overview of this in case you're interested. And this sticker book, I think I've seen quite a few video reviews, and I was very interested because it's huge. So I probably wouldn't buy it myself because my first idea, my first thought was, how am I gonna use all of those stickers? Like, what would I use them for? That would be just a waste of money because I would just use a few of them and everything else would go to waste, especially considering this sticker book situation and also these sticker albums that I one day will do a review. But at this point, it's just too many stickers. I'm using all of them actively, but I also don't want to fall into the trap of just buying things for the sake of having them in my house because I think it's wasteful. It's not something that I want to do, but because I got this as a Christmas present, well, now I have it and now I can tell you what I think about it. So, first of all, as I mentioned, it looks very impressive. It looks like a book. And when I got it, I was really surprised and also frustrated at the same time because I was taking a low cost flight from one EU country to another and I didn't want to pay for luggage, but then it was just huge and so heavy. And I was thinking, how am I going to fly with it? How am I going to take it to Belgium? It's impossible. In general, I like the idea. It looks gorgeous. So you have one sheet of stickers. This is the structure, right? You have one sheet of stickers and then you have this blank page. All of them are the same and they look absolutely beautiful as well. So I'm not sure if that's doable, but if it is, I would use some of this paper for some decorations and so on because it's just very, very pretty. So the themes are very different. One thing that I really like, I left little bookmarks here, are these quotes, and I actively use them for my reading journal. So now when you open the reading journal, the first thing you see is this quote from Dracula by Bram Stoker, and I think it matches the cover because this was inspired by Frankenstein. This is actually the text of Frankenstein, and you have also the art there. And now we have Dracula, so another classic horror, and I think it's beautiful. I used those quote stickers later throughout the reading journal, so here in the middle, and I decided to have like a separate page to use this. I don't know why, but I just really liked what it looked like. And then here, when I start my 2024 reading journal, I use this one by Langston Hughes. So there are not that many of them, maybe 10 to 15 throughout the book, and I think those are a good idea. But in general, the themes are very different. One thing that I like are these letter stickers, and let me show you what I am doing with them. So if you watched the me setting up my reading journal video, you know that I like to write down the first line of each of the books that I'm reading. So, for example, the first line of the Frankenstein is, "You will rejoice to hear blah, blah, blah." So, what I figured I will do with all of these letters, I would just use them here. I'm not really sure if there is a name for that when they do that in books, when they have this one beautiful letter at the start of the page decorated with a lot of elements, and then you have the whole text. So, this is what I decided to do. The challenging part in this is that I read a lot of books in Ukrainian by Ukrainian authors. And this one, for example. So, even though some of the Cyrillic letters match the Latin alphabet, some of them do not. This one is actually not a letter, it's number three, but this would be a letter Z in Cyrillic alphabet. But this one, which is letter Ya, which basically looks like letter R if you place it next to a mirror, it's non-existent in the book, so I'll print a separate sticker. But B is here, and then I already used O and I for these two books that I'm currently reading. I left all of this space blank because this is for the Feeling Good Handbook, and because this is like a psychology self help book, I just want to write down more techniques, maybe exercises from this book to have it written down somewhere. So for fiction, I have like either one page. I don't think there will be a lot for me to write down about the Island of Missing Trees. But for example, here, because there were several short stories in the book, I took 2 pages. And this one will be 3 pages. So I'm being quite flexible with my reading journal. But coming back to the stickers, these stickers are also from this book. So I think these letters are a great idea. I really enjoy them. Also, even though it's called bibliophilia, which basically means the love of books, I don't think there are that many stickers that are inspired by some specific books that are easy to recognize. Some of them are recognizable, like you have Little Red Riding Hood, but some of them are just random stickers. And I don't think it's bad, but I think it would be more fun. This is, you see another quote here. It would be more fun if there were like more kinds of book characters here. But in general, the stickers are very different. So, what I think can be done is I think you can easily find some kind of sticker that represents the book theme that you are reading. So coming back here, I have this title page. As you can see here, there is washi tape because I took out all of those pages that were damaged, or I just wanted to redo the other spreads. And then I also used these letters for reading and journal. And this is also the sticker of the book, of the girl reading a book. So I think they match, a lot of them match the book theme quite well. Like this one is also the men carrying books, but some of them are quite random. Like this one, for example, you have this bird or these ravens. But I still like the variety here. And one thing that I don't quite like is this kind of spread. So there are a few of them. I think I bookmark. Yes, so this is the example. And so when you look here, you have no idea what is the shape of the sticker. And you look here, you have no idea. So what I did here, I took out everything around to actually see that those are the silhouettes of a man and a woman reading books. And yes, this is great. But when I look here, I don't know what's here. So in order to find out that this is a dog, a fox, a wolf, something, I have to take it out completely and then put it back. So it's really strange. And I don't know if there are any other stickers around here. This seems quite wasteful if there is only one, and there's no way to find out unless you like investigate the page. Coming back here, yeah, this one is just like a leaf, and then there is a face of a woman here. I know this because I already checked that out. So this is something that I don't like. I would prefer this just to be the full sticker page, and then I would take out different parts or cut out different shapes that I want. You have some of the stickers like this, some of the sheets like this. So this one you can easily see, yeah, that this one is the whole sticker. Here again, you also kind of understand that these are the stickers too. But then when you start peeling it off, okay, so this comes off as a frame, and this is where I got this frame from. Yeah, so it was a similar spread, and this frame and also this frame, they were taken from there. So you don't really know until you try to peel everything off how many stickers are here actually, and that's a bit confusing. Some of these stickers are pretty, let's say, strange. If I'm doing just a weekly planning, I wouldn't use something like this as my in my weekly spread. But some of them, like these jewels or the shells or the berries, they are quite fun and neutral, I would say. So they can be used in a variety of ways. But still, as I say, some of them are just very specific. So, house in flames, for example. So I want to do the flip through of the whole sticker book, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube where people do that, but I'll just point out a few things here. Yes, so this is something that I've discussed already, and the quotes, I just wanted to show you more quotes, what they look like. And then some of the stickers, I saw people complaining about it, that some of the stickers are really like dark themed, but I think it's all right. And again, for if you're using them for reading journal, and that's how I'm gonna use it, I think if you read horror or some kind of mystery, even good old Edgar Allan Poe, all of those would perfectly fit in there. So I don't see the problem with them being so Halloweeny and dark. One thing that I wanted to talk about here are the numbers. So you have the alphabet, you have the letters, and then you have the numbers, and that's pretty cool. And also, a lot of them have like some extra elements. For example, for number 3, you have 3 birds, 3 card men. For 6, you have 6 cherries. I think this is quite fun, and it all ends at 10, and you have a lot of cards. So if you're into Alice in Wonderland, I think there are quite a lot of stickers that are Alice in Wonderland themed. In general, I think this is a good book if you like this kind of vintage sticker look and you want to use them for reading journal. So at least this is what I intend to do. Coming back here, you see that I used other stickers too. So these ones, for example, and these stickers from the reading sticker book that I showed you, this one from Izobova store. So I use this one a lot as well, and I use some of the stickers like these ones that I bought on AliExpress. So I use a variety of stickers, but these ones I think look pretty nice and they match this kind of vintage theme. I don't know why most people who do reading journals they choose this vintage style, but I am exactly the same. I'm just under the influence of all of those beautiful reading journals out there on YouTube. So yes, I'm falling into this trap. But in general, the size of the stickers can be the disadvantage and advantage at the same time. For example, in my previous version of the reading journal, those were quite short lists, and then I had a lot of empty space. But now I have these huge stickers with quotes that I can just use to fill out some empty spaces, and I think this is very nice. One change that I made to my reading journal is, first of all, after the list of the books that I read, I decided to also add the Book of the Year sticker. So yes, here and then here, and then I made this kind of spread, the 2024 spread, and I used the stickers from the Bibliophilia Sticker Book. I've already started 2024 spread. What I thing that I love about my new setup is that I really want to dedicate as much space as I want for all the books. It doesn't have to be one full page if I don't have much to say. It doesn't have to be one page, can be 3 pages. So I think that's a pretty flexible approach that I enjoy. And yeah, so this is like the final book spread that I came up with. I'm doing the first line and I'm doing the title now because I didn't do the title here, but then I figured that, well, some of those books, for example, the book cover that I would use, it would be in a different language. Like I recently made a video about all the books I read in 2023, and there was the book that I read in Ukrainian, and the cover that I chose was in Polish, and the English name was something completely different. I decided to include the title and the author, date of publication, the first publication of the book, the country, and here I have two countries because she is like British, Turkish, so I would like to mention like both countries, and there will be a lot of authors like this. For example, I want to read Ben Okri, and I think he's half Nigerian, half British. English is the language in which the book was originally written. If I read it in a different language, then I would add it also. So I rarely do audiobooks. And by the way, this is what A stands for. So E is the ebook, A is the audiobook, and then I think P would stand for paper or physical book. And I'm doing the compile, I'm doing the pages and the format, then the genre, which I often struggle with because the book would have a lot of different elements, like the good book would have lots of different genre inside. And another thing that I'm doing is when I started and when I finished reading the book. So I'm just going to do it somewhere in the corner because it's not that important for me. It only will become important when I will be choosing the book of the year or doing my stats. So that was a quick update on my reading journal and also my opinion on Antiquarian Bibliophilia Sticker Book. I still think that it's a really good one for the price. One negative thing to mention that I completely forgot about, but it absolutely should be mentioned. So some of the stickers that I used, I put here in the middle. So you see one here and here. There was one here in the middle. Why it's not there anymore? It's because it just kept peeling off. And if you take a look here, you'll see exactly the same thing. So if I wanted to do this, I would be able to. It's completely fine, yeah. It's not damaging the paper, which is probably the advantage. But also, I actually want my stickers to stay in place. So I think maybe for somebody this is an advantage. For me, it's a disadvantage. So now it's peeling off if it's like small and it's in the middle. So, yes, in general, I think it's okay. I like it, but I wouldn't buy it myself. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous present. I absolutely love it. But just saying that I still don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them. Hope you enjoyed the video. It just was a very quick update, and I hope I will get back to my schedule of posting regularly because my vacation and exam week have been taking over my life completely. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.